Listen to me, y'all. If your Diddy is serious right now, listen to me. Aaron Hall was finally confronted with the lawsuit papers now, y'all. And he left them on the floor, refusing to take them. But this isn't just about Hall, because this is a part of a bigger civil case that's been hanging over Sean Diddy Combs for decades. Now, tonight we're going to try to break this down a little bit. Now, in this civil lawsuit that's filed under New York's Audit Survivors Act, Liza Gardner accuses Diddy and Aaron Hall of SA dating back to the 90s. Now, Hall was recently located, but when the process servers tried to serve him with the court papers, he left them on the floor inside the room before closing the door. Now, this refusal has legal experts calling it a major roadblock, and now it may force the court to allow service of publication. Now, what that means is that they can publish a notice inside the newspaper so that the lawsuit can move forward, even if Hall tries to continue to avoid the formal service. Now, this is crazy. What does this mean? Let's try to get into this paperwork. Salute to everybody. Make sure y'all subscribing to the channel. Make sure y'all slapping the like button. Turn the notification bells on. Go. You already know the vibes. But look, it's crazy. But what they trying to get from Aaron Hall, he ain't got no money. Hold up. Let's read the paperwork and see if we can figure the hell out what's going on. Listen, we see the petition of Liza Gardner. Okay. Sean Combs is in it. We see Blackburn Law, okay, to be served upon Aaron Hall. I, Andrew Drake, being duly sworn deposed and say I am over age of 18 years old and not a party to this action, and that within the boundaries of the state where service was affected, I authorized by law to make service of documents and inform said persons of the contents herein. The recipient name. Oh shit, my bad, Aaron. You outside though. Nigga. Aaron, you outside with me. The hell? Ethnicity, it goes into it goes into all right, cool. Tan hoodie with always thinking big on the front, white beard, and wearing a black do-rag. Okay. So on 2/2/26, 11:58 a.m., I arrived at Extended Stay America, located an American. Yo, bruh, if you in the American state, bruh, bruh, that alone, bruh, that alone, bruh. Let's get to it. At the American state located at wherever it was in Georgia. Upon arrival, I spoke with a front desk staff member, Liz, and asked for Aaron Hall's room number. She stated that he's staying in room 309. I proceeded to room 309 and knocked on the door twice before he opened it. I informed him that I needed to deliver legal papers for Aaron Hall, which at that time he asked what the papers were for. He then looked at the documents and stated, I ain't doing that, before attempting to close the door. At that time, the papers were placed on the ground directly in front of him. He then shut the door, leaving the papers inside the room at his feet. Hmm. We understand that in some places, I don't know what the judge could say with that. You know, if you're not formally served still, you know, just because you left it at my feet, and that person could have said that. But I want to go to a little breakdown, kind of on this whole situation, you know, kind of on this whole situation on what this could mean for Aaron Hall, though. We understand that Hall is named as a defendant in this lawsuit alongside Diddy Combs, and he was finally found, but refusing to accept the papers means he's technically still unserved. Okay. Now, this pushes the plaintiff to request service by publication, a legal method to officially notify someone who avoids service. Now, damn, bruh. Damn, bro. Let's see how this ties to Diddy, though. The lawsuit alleges that both Diddy and Hall were involved in this. So the civil suit like this are separate from criminal cases and have a lower burden of proof, meaning Diddy's legal exposure continues despite earlier criminal proceedings. Now, every procedural move, including Hall refusing service, affects how quickly and efficiently the lawsuit can proceed against all defendants. Now, the next step in this case, now the judge may approve service by publication, which this is where we're at now, I'm thinking, right? And Hall could still respond, contest service, or eventually engage in the case. Now, meanwhile, Diddy remains a central figure in the whole case, and any developments with Hall could influence the public perception and the legal strategy in the civil lawsuit. Now, what does this mean for Aaron Hall? What does this mean for Diddy? Do they want some information out of Aaron Hall? Do they want some info out of Aaron? Because, yo, bro, Aaron ain't got no money to be sharing. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no bread, bro. So we just got to keep it real with each other here, bro. This is, you know what I mean? He ain't got that right now. So at the end of the day, what do Aaron got? What do he have? He don't have no money. This can't be for that. This got to be for some information. This got to be something that's tying more to tie Diddy into something. This is what I'm saying. Use your thinker for a second, bro. Really think about this for a second. What you doing with Aaron Hall? You think Aaron Hall look like this right now? Come on, bro. Let me go find Aaron Hall. Listen, bro. What you doing with Aaron right now, bro? You didn't see they said he had a hoodie on with the gray beard and the whole thing on. Look, Aaron Hall. Let's go find Aaron right now. Aaron Hall today. That's what I'm putting straight in Google. Aaron Hall right in it. Right in it. Aaron Hall right in it. This Aaron right. Oh, man. This man got the bread. Nah, bro. You better stop playing. I swear for Jesus. I swear for Jesus and God. Y'all better stop playing me, man. Stop playing me, man. Come on, bro. Let me share this damn screen. Y'all's playing games with me. Let me share this damn screen since y'all talking about Aaron Hall. Hold up. Where Aaron at? Come here, Aaron. Yo, look. Come on, bro. Aaron, come on, bro. What they plan on getting from Aaron? You plan on getting some? Let's keep it real with each other, yo. You plan on getting some money up out of Aaron?
You lying ass bitch.
Says, is you planning on getting some spread up out of Aaron? And is he sharing if he do got some bread?
So that was a fucking lie.
I don't think so, bro. So this gotta be a bigger play here. Because right now, Aaron is at the door. He bugging you, what the papers for? Yo, what the papers for? Bruh, you know what these damn papers for. We've been looking for your ass for how long? Aaron been gone missing. Okay, the man went rogue. Okay, the man then went Scar on the ass. Remember when Scar had to bounce? I think went Scar. Scar had to run on the nigga. Out of these, because you know there was a lot of these cases. Some of them just fell through the wind. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was covering the Diddy trial for 40 days. I was at the trial. Salute to everybody that I met at the trial. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of cases that were against Diddy were getting thrown out. It was getting flung, Busby, all types of situations like that. At one point, the judge even in one of the cases, I think with Busby, I can't remember if it was Busby and Blackburn as well, but the judge said that they wanted all of the people that had lawsuits, because instead of people just kind of just do this money grab thing, anybody who had lawsuits had to go public. So you couldn't hide behind anonymity and being silent. You couldn't hide behind that. And a lot of people dropped their lawsuits when they had to come out. But some people came out still, you know what I mean? And you know, when you go public with these types of things, it's not only you that's in a lawsuit. It's not only you that's against a person like a Diddy or whatever. You got family members, you know what I mean? You got kids. They're going to school. You got news. You got all kind of things like that. So it's also a scary thing for a person to really go public, even though you feel that you may have been wronged, to really go public and be in the media's eye. Sometimes, you know, you get scrutinized, you get villainized by people's supporters. Sometimes people's supporters is more than what support you could have. So that could become a lot, especially in this digital age and this social media age where we understand social bullying and a lot of things like that. You know what I mean? It could be a lot dealing with that social pressure. You know what I mean? So shout out to anybody that deal with that on a day-to-day basis, like people just attacking you all day online, and you could deal with that. You know what I mean? Because that's a lot. I think it gets to some of the best of people. Yeah, but look at Aaron right now. He got his little chains on though. He's still chilling though. Aaron looking like, I hope it ain't moissanite, but he looking like he got some little ice on. Them songs was hitting. He still got hits. He still got hits. I see my man right here. He tried to channel his DMX in this one. I know R. Kelly tried to channel his Aaron Hall, but you channel it with this little one over here with this dog, this little French bulldog. He looking like a mini DMX. Don't do that. You try to channel your DMX with that one, Aaron. You ain't getting away with that. Look, he looking like a nice neighbor. He tried to find anything that looked like a bridge. Look. He tried to find anything that looked like a bridge. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. That a bridge going to nowhere, bro. Man, but Aaron, man. Aaron in a bad situation, y'all. But what does this mean for Diddy? What does this mean for Diddy? I don't know. But I will be updating you on everything with this case right here and with this situation. I was very surprised to find this in the Diddy files. It's actually a new update in Diddy's case. You know what I mean? Because when I went into Pace, I'm like, where's that? I actually found it in Diddy's files. So I'm like, damn, boy, love. Slip and slide off the Astro. Don't slip and slide off that Astro glide on me. You know, Aaron Hall is dangerous. You know what I mean? He talked about a lot of things publicly. And I think that might bite Aaron. I ain't got to say no pauses. I think that might bite Aaron when it comes to anything with him. I don't know what money he got to give up, but I just know when it comes to him, some of the things that he said vocally on a podcast, how he dealing with stuff. And yo, they see my stick. They see my stick. They seen how I do it. And you know what I'm saying? That kind of conversation sounds very Diddy-ish.
Oh, no, you can't be serious. That's some bullshit right there.
That conversation sounds very Diddy-ish. So if this does make it to court, I think that some of those things may come back to hurt Aaron Hall. It's the way he spoke so freely about some of his situations or past endeavors, especially with other people's watching as well, like a voyeur type of situation. And we even seen with people like a Diddy try to slip and slide, not off the Astro glide, but with the voyeur type situation to say this is just my personal life. This is my SEX life. It's not I'm doing all of this, you know what I'm saying? But still in all, he was convicted of detuition, regardless of what. You want to think it's voyeurism, you want to think is you living your life, this is just what you're doing in your own bedroom. No. He still was convicted on 2 of those charges. Maybe not the trafficking, but those things. So I think that this could come to bite not only Aaron, but Diddy. But I think for Aaron Hall, what do they want from him? Is this more about an information play for him to maybe speak on some of the situations, maybe bring some more credence to Liza Gardner's suit and Tony Blackburn's pushing? You know what I mean? Maybe it's that. Maybe if you could buckle him down, it starts, you know what I mean? Because this ain't nothing, this is not a criminal thing. This is something civil. You know what I mean? But we understand that civil cases are some of the realest cases. This is why a lot of times people that's in that position, they settle. Always settle a lot of times. And because we understand that everything is disclosed and all of the public information, all of the information is public. So this is why if you're a celebrity, you don't want your private life to be public or what happened in the court proceedings or certain things like that. Once you go through civil cases, all of those things are going to be exposed. So I don't know what this means for Aaron. I don't know what this means for Diddy. Aaron, you in a hotel. They caught your ass in a hotel. America's extend stay, homie. You know what I mean? Don't slip and slide off that Astro glide, homie. Okay? Stay away from the malls, Aaron. Stay away from the malls, bro. Y'all is out there wailing, bro. All right?
All my niggas from the Hooters, all my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn racks, all my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't penetrating. All my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn racks. All my niggas from the Hooters, all my niggas turn shooters. All my